Okay, we're back with more Riven. It's been a couple months since I played this last. I did review our future Marstead notes and all of the puzzle screenshots I have pulled up on another monitor here. I might pull those up later to share them in case we're looking at them directly or doing puzzle solutions with them. But let's pick up. Do you remember anything from this game?
Well, yeah, we just watched the recap.
Do you remember the recap?
We just watched it. I mean, yes, I don't really remember the story. Like,
we know too much about the story. We woke up in like a little prison cell.
Yeah, and didn't you talk to the father from the previous
Yeah,
game?
we did, because he's got...
So...
This is new. Okay, look at this little pipe.
Oh. Well,
that definitely connects to that thing. Okay, so now we finally have a pipe that matters. So there's something to do with water here. Yeah, let me go redirect that pipe. I'm going to redirect this pipe here. This one?
No, that's not what I was talking about.
That's the one I was just looking at.
There was a wheel that maybe you could spin.
Turn the game audio up a little bit. It's a little quiet.
Go to the right.
This wheel here?
Yeah, look. You can spin it.
Correct. Does something.
It does a thing.
It's either up or down. Okay. Oh, interesting. Now that I redirected the water, this stuff. So I think it was already going the right way the first time. I think down and to the right. This is where we were, right?
Yeah.
Just confirm that that's going to that machine. Okay. Yeah, so this thing now has a little thing that pops up, right? Which I think is showing us where the water is going to.
Well, there's a little lever.
Here?
Yeah. What I've decided my job is...
Spotting interactables.
Spotting interactables, indeed.
Okay, something's happening in the water there. There's like kind of like level that just came up. Hey, Coppola, how you doing? I can look up. I have to remember that that's a thing.
This is his first time.
Yours
Second
too.
stream. We're like 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be helpful.
You played a decent amount of Myst.
I did, yeah. Played Myst.
Alright, so turning this off stops the water from bubbling, it looks like.
Yeah, we just kind of got here. There's in the middle of the lake like a thing with different pipes you could go to.
Hey, Leon, how you doing? Yeah, I think, okay, so
you know, like, which pipe needs to be turned on with which other pipe, and now there's a lever there.
Well, this makes it so that the bubbles are going.
Does it, like,
carbonating the water or heating it up or something? Yeah, this when we flip it up, it stops doing that.
Can you go back?
And turn that.
Can you turn the wheel now that the thing is bubbling?
Let's see.
Okay. I thought, wait.
Bubbling water is draining now.
Andrea's a genius.
Don't know what that's accomplished, though.
I don't know either. I would have thought it'd come out of that large pipe.
I think let's see, if I close this again, is it going to fill back up with water? Is it like creating a vacuum or something and sucking up water from the lake?
We have to do the handle again.
Okay, so as long as the pipe is going towards this machine, it fills up with water. And I think it being half full of water is the harder thing to make happen. If that makes sense. And it's probably going to start boiling here. Yeah. Okay. We have the ability to escape does that. Okay. We've already seen the cutscene. Try this again. Hi, Narima. How you doing? This made like a little float thing come up the first time we pressed it, but it hasn't done anything since then. Yeah, Andrea and I played Myst together on stream. I have a VOD for that. If you click on games below the channel, you can see the
YouTube VOD.
VODs for that if you're interested. That was also blind for me. It was not blind for Andrea, but she didn't give me any answer.
It's good.
We did. We're good.
But yeah, I never played this one.
See any interactables here? I can't look up, it looks like. I might be able to go in here. Let me see, this thing is red. Let's try draining the water again. Go ahead and skip the cutscene and just see if that lets me go in here. No, that thing is still red. I don't know if we can change the color of that.
Oh, that's cool. Apparently there's a third game from the Myst peeps.
Well, there's a lot of games from the Myst peeps. I think Abduction is a more recent.
So it's not like part of the Myst story.
Turning off the heat and draining the water is letting us go in.
Alright.
So this is new.
Let's go in.
Sounds like
Cat is being bad.
Ben's up to no good. This isn't end well. I think I just came around there. So, I think this is, I don't know, I may have gotten turned around while I was in there, I'm not sure. Because this looks like where we just came from, so I don't think this is taking us somewhere new.
Let's see what he's got himself into.
Sure, thank you, Andrew. Ah, here we go. Oh, it's a one-way pipe. Interesting. Okay. See if we get more of those digits through here. I'm impressed at how well this is aged. Obviously, I'm aware of Myst and Riven through cultural osmosis, but I would have think that an older puzzle game would struggle a bit. Is Corporal snuggling because he was being bad and getting in a box?
Yeah, no, he was above the laundry machine and like, you know, where we have the pile of mail. He,
That's what I was saying. I think this is aged really well compared to what I was expecting for
yeah, this one seems hard,
1987.
but maybe I don't remember how hard Myst was when I first solved it.
I can't remember actually being blind to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have these little pellets. I can pick them up and place them on here. I want to place one at a time. Interesting. I have this little lever over here. What is that? Is it like a trap, maybe?
Take the pellet off and do it.
I have a feeling that's a trap.
You're a trap.
Let me try closing this. I guess I can close it once the pellet's in there. See anything? Oh wait, maybe we can do something up here? There's a fan. Look at the fan. So I feel like if it is a kind of trap, then what we're probably going to have to do is turn the fan off so that whatever would come down here and get the pellet would get stuck on it. Interesting. I don't see any other interactables up here other than the fan I can look at, but I can't interact with as far as I can tell.
Do you think the fan is being powered by the water?
Well, no, because we had to drain the water to come here in the first place.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Now, a good question is, can I even get out of here? Which is maybe what this is for. Oh, is this a does not open from this side shortcut? Because that would be great. Yeah, okay. We're back here, but I think we've basically opened a shortcut so we don't have to go through draining the pipe again. So, okay.
Thanks, Narame. Yes.
This is where we were. This is a new area. We've got a thing that I think is some kind of trap that we can bait. There is a fan up top, but I don't think I can do anything with the fan. I don't see anything else that's
Put a
clippable.
pellet in the fan. Yeah, it's probably not big enough.
I don't think I can. I think once I remove a pellet, I can only drag it on this screen. Like if I let go of it, it doesn't go in my inventory or anything like that. So I think the answer is no. I don't know what the lever does yet, so I guess I'll leave this for now, but we have it unlocked. We can come back to it later.
Oh, can you put the water?
Oh, there is a pipe pointing in here, isn't there? Right there? That looks like the pipe that's outside.
I was gonna say, can you turn the water back on and use the shortcut to come up here?
Just in case that matters. I think more relevantly is that there's a pipe. This pipe right here is pointing into that building. So let me see if I can figure out what that's connecting to.
How's it going?
I think it's probably the top right pipe. Let's go check it out. Well, it's either this one or the higher one. It's kind of hard to tell because one of the screen transitions... Yeah, I think it's that. Let's go see if it does anything when I press that lever now. I would have expected a puzzle game that's this old to have more like walkthrough bait stuff that would be very difficult for a blind player to assess, but...
Oh!
Because now the water is feeding into it, so...
Oh, so Andrew was right?
You were right. I had to...
Well,
you were wrong, but...
I was wrong, but you found the other pipe and you directed the water. Well, what did that do?
So I think it let the trap down to the bottom, and I'm curious if I pull it back up.
Oh, does it come up with more pellets or something?
Maybe caught something, is my guess.
Nope.
Pellet's still there.
What if
So
you
maybe I have
close
to
it?
close it, yeah. So it's like a trap.
So that, yeah.
I think you get unique cutscenes for both. That's fun.
Skip the cutscene.
Well, I only want to skip it if I know I've seen it before, because it might be different now that
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
closed.
That is fair. Open it? Yes,
No change. There is this grate along the bottom of it. I think we want to have bait. It doesn't make sense to not have bait in there, right? Like,
yeah, no, you want the pellet in there.
and I think we want it to be closed. If only out of metagaming that's an extra action, right? Maybe we have to leave for a time, but I also don't get the sense that this game cares about like time passing. Maybe it cares about how many screens away I move or something, you know?
I don't know.
So we definitely got that working. I wish I could tell. Can I look up here? I wish I could tell where that got lowered to, right? So maybe I can go down to where the pellet went. Maybe that's meant to do something somewhere else. This is the way to get back where we came. This one here. So we're not going to go that way just yet. Let's see what else is around the lake. At least some way to get all the way over there.
Was it rumbling before?
I don't know. It's a pretty subtle effect. And I can't travel further in that direction. I feel like I'm onto something here. Let me see, just in case like distance or time passed affects whether something got caught in the bait or not. Skip it this time. Let's try removing the pellet just for funsies. And this is brute forcing, but... Okay. And then close with no pellet. Shouldn't do anything, I would imagine. Oh, there's one more thing we haven't tried, and it's sending it down open.
Closing it?
Keeping it open and then leaving and spending some time far away from it. I don't think we want to shut the water off. I don't think that's going to help at all. Yeah, this is where when we climbed out of that area, it dropped us out of this pipe. So there was nowhere to progress from there. I was kind of hoping to find some of those number glyphs in this area, but I haven't seen anything so far. It's kind of cool how you can see the other areas where you can go to. At least that's what I think those are. I walked far away just in case traveling some distance matters, and that didn't do it, so...
Yeah, it's too bad you can't, like, open it and then put it down and then close it while it's in the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Right, because you have to click on it to close it.
Yeah. The fan being viewable is suspicious. I don't think that I can change whether the fan is on or off at the moment. I might be able to later. Let's see. This is kind of my only lead as to where to go at the moment, so I don't think I want to leave this area. I don't get the sense Riven's the kind of game that, like, you go to a completely different zone and, like, bring an item with you, right? Like, knowledge is progress. So you might find, like, clues somewhere else, but I don't think you're going to get a progression-locking item somewhere. All right, so do you have any current ideas, Andrea?
Oh, I mean, you know me, I'm obsessed with that pipe right at the very beginning.
The one that we saw right at the start. We
Yeah.
tried pointing this towards that, and it didn't reveal
Wait,
anything.
but now you have water boiling, or can you make the water boil? I don't know.
I can do that again.
It's
Yeah.
connected. Are they connected?
Maybe it matters that...
You have to have the thing down.
Oh, that's interesting, actually. That changes the height of the platform inside the room.
Changes everything.
Yeah, let me go... Oops. Let me go scope out if that's changed anything in the room. There's probably more to do with this device in general. That would make sense. Oh, is it just that we had to raise the water? Like, this is what it would have been by default if I hadn't have pressed that switch the first time. Is that we would have gotten in here, looked down, and not been able to do anything with it. Although now it makes me wonder if that affects the water level. So
Can you, is that the thing where the thing with the pellet is?
that's all the way on the other side.
Yeah.
We get to it eventually by
So
going
you
down in
can,
a little
like,
tunnel underneath there, but...
Open and close it depending on the level.
Oh, I see. I think I accidentally brute forced this earlier. You see how the pipe can be redirected here? When it's directed to the right, it lets us change the level of the platform inside. So yeah, I think I kind of solved this one a little bit too fast to really understand what it was I was doing. I think this just exists to show you that this affects heat and that you just have to shut it off, right? Because it won't let me in if there's water in there. Oh, maybe it will if the water level's not too high. Can't see anything here. So I can go in when the water's in there. I just can't go in when the water's hot. So I don't know if that means that the water should never be hot, that hotness is just a way to keep you from entering because of that little thermometer outside the building. Let me see. Seen that before. So now the platform is raised. I can go in, but I can't go in the water because there's water there. So I think this has already been solved, and I don't think that there are additional secrets to uncover with this thing.
Thinking with the pellet, we're totally missing something with that.
Oh, sure, yeah, we're not done with the pellet part.
Okay.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. Oh, I thought I drained the water successfully. One sec. Oh, wait a minute. Why did this drain the water last time? There it goes. Okay. Okay. I think I understand. Oh, but I have to turn the heat down now. Anyone in chat who's familiar with Riven, I'm going to ask for a small tip here, just because I'm not sure how Riven is structured. In the case of the bait puzzle, does the game ever care about time, like literal time passing, or number of screens that elapse after you initiate a puzzle? I'm operating on the assumption that it does not, that everything can be solved from the screen that you're on or by interacting with things elsewhere. But if time is a factor, I'd just like to know whether that's on the table as something I should account for or not. I gotta fix this, don't I?
It doesn't care. Okay.
It does care about time.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Is
Yeah.
it literal time passing, as in, like, you know, game clock minutes, or is it simulating time passing by the number of screens that I've traversed? I think we want that to be open then. Maybe we can go look for other stuff then while we're waiting. I don't have too many breadcrumbs outside of this zone, though. Okay, thank you. I'll leave it for a bit. Remind me to come back there later, Andrew. Been on this guy before. I always get lost in here.
Yeah. Reminds me of the Guido, the Gardo, Final Fantasy X. Guado, thank you. Reminds me of their homeworld.
That's fair. Guado Salam.
Yeah.
There's a little guy up in the thing, plays like a little alarm, and then he leaves. I don't know that it's significant that I'm allowed to look out this window, or if it's just pretty. I kind of appreciate that they can use that as sort of a... I haven't taken a picture of this before, but I don't know that it's significant. It does have a 5-pointed star, which I think we learned last episode that the number 5 has some significance.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that this is the 5 glyph,
Mm-hmm.
which we haven't seen any number glyphs today, so I don't know. I might just have to like dick around and then come back if time matters for that puzzle. Yeah, it's the same star. Try knocking 5 times. We did everything.
Good idea.
Thank you. Didn't do anything, but
Yeah, it was still, yeah. Makes sense.
you did stuff over here, and this was to kind of get the bathysphere to come up forever ago. So I'm gonna try to get out of here if possible. Why does it let me look in there? Why does that matter?
Bet you can turn off the... What if you got water in there? Put out the coals.
Yeah, if I could find a way to get some up here. This is where my ladder blindness got me in big trouble last episode. I think there's a ladder like right behind me somewhere. Yeah, technically here, that was a ladder. I was stuck up there for a really long time. All right, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to try to explore Andrea's pipe theory again. There's a pipe in the very beginning, like on the very first screen, and it looks like there's a pipe here that connects to it, namely this one. We tested this already, and it didn't work before, but I don't know, maybe something's changed now. This would be the one that I'm guessing if it interacts with the pipe I'm thinking of. Right, because this pipe goes over this way. It goes into this machine. Does it continue past this machine, though? Looks like it kind of stops on this wheel, doesn't it? So say if it extended all the way through the island, that would change things a little bit. Hold on. Like a chute and a ladder. This is where the minecart deposits me. Oh, this is new. We didn't do this last time.
Yeah, that's new. I think something goes sliding down that little chute.
I feel like I probably shouldn't pull this while I'm standing in the thing. It must be, yeah. I literally can't, okay. So, okay, that's gonna grind something up. But I need to get something to come down the chute, like you were saying. Now, is that chute visible from the other side in here? Yeah, it's down here. Below where the minecart is. So I don't think we can put anything in the minecart, as far as I know. Makes sense if you had to, like, transport ore or something, but I don't know where the ore would even come from. Is that like a thing to dump something, perhaps?
We have to put it in the minecart. And then bring the minecart back here.
Yeah, I can go check if there's something we were missing about the minecart on the opposite side really quick. I don't think there is, but... Do you think if there was something I could put in there that I would be able to get it from this screen?
Mm-hmm.
Because I assume it's not like an inventory item that I have to carry with me. I guess I don't really think that's how these games are structured.
Well, they are clearly cutting down trees around here, so maybe the thing that's supposed to go in the minecart is wood. That's completely unhelpful. Yeah.
I can't put anything in here from where I am, so... Yeah, okay, this is important. Ending the minecart ride definitely slides me out into this grinder thing, so that makes me curious. I guess I can't have this running when I go through. It's probably going to kill me. So. there must be something
Yes.
I can do to
Dylan
dump stuff into
grinder
that.
equals death. I think you need to test that theory.
I need to go back through there. That's the long way. I guess that does tell me, though... I know what this pipe does. This pipe powers the grinder. I know what this pipe does. It powers the facility, which I think I'm completely done with. I don't think we ever have to move the pipe towards that facility again. I think that's just a way to get to that facility.
Did you want to check your trap?
Yeah, I can go do that in a second. The northeast pipe, I don't know where that goes, and I might try to get some height to see if we can figure out what it's pointing towards. This is what I need to check the trap, so I don't know if enough time has passed for the trap right now. Oh, it closed. That makes sense.
It's a frog! Click the frog!
It's a little cutscene that's playing at the moment.
Is that just supposed to encourage you to try again?
So, we definitely caught a frog.
Hooray!
And the trap closed on it, which is nice. Okay, yes, it does close when the pellets are moved. That's what that's meant to teach you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I only sent it down, I sent it closed before because I was like, nothing's happening
right.
Last time.
Yeah, you're kind of trying out different things.
So we caught a cute little frog, and I have no idea what that did. I want to see where that's going. So there's this rooftop of a building over there. So I'm trying to get a sense of where we are geographically, right? The pipe is going towards where that rooftop is. Hold on. Can we figure out what that building is? I guess just try to remember what that roof looks like, because this will confirm whether the pipe redirect we just did is going back to that starting screen. Now, I might need some help with finding our way back to the starting screen. I always get super lost in the Guado Salam area. Let me actually redirect the pipe before I do anything here. Wait, really? It's as high as it goes. That's interesting. Huh, there is another pipe back there. That's probably the starting zone pipe, I would have to guess. But I can't turn it to face
go
it.
back out. No, look at the pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, go back one. Or wait, see how the pipe you can't get to is like lower?
Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Maybe it keeps turning? No, it's as far as it goes. Shoot. I think it only has three possible states it can be in. But yeah, I see what you mean, that it's at the bottom. Interesting. I can look up here, which I think is just meant to show me that the pipe is going into the wall back there. Yeah, I don't have a guess for that. Now, opening the trap got us a little frog, but then the frog just kind of ran away. So I don't know what the frog is supposed to do to help here.
Can you throw the frog into the fan?
Oh my god, Andrea. No, I don't think I can throw the frog in the fan.
Okay.
I don't think I can interact with the frog. I think it's just playing a cutscene. Alright, so that gets rid of my whole pipe idea. I do think I want to figure out at some point a way to get something into this minecart. But I don't think there's anything interactable near here that will do that. Oops. I could personally ride in it. Although I should see, is there maybe something that's above that minecart that we can push? It should be like over here. But maybe I could come at it from the other side. I don't think so. Oh well. Alright, this is heading back to the starting area. We already investigated that. That has a digit printed on it. That's the shuttle back to the beginning area. I should probably make a note to myself in the text file how to get here. Yeah, this is the shuttle from the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay. It goes underwater in the cool cave.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool pipe. Tunnel.
Oops.
Whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wait a minute. This is weird. Am I getting different stopping points? No, I think it's just 2, right? Yeah, it's just binary. Okay. But I can't leave this screen now for some reason. Do I have to, like, flip a switch to get back out? Let me make sure I can exit. Okay. I think I'm just not facing the right way or something.
Wait, go back down?
No, I think I broke something. Okay, let's just watch the cutscene then. I can't imagine what. What does the pipe I drop from look like when the big building is full boiling? That's fun. I'll go check that in a second. Oh, I'm just turning it. That's why I'm confused. I was doing the skipping the cutscene, not realizing that I was only turning it and not actually going on the path there. My bad. All right, 5-pointed star. We've seen the creepy little cutscene that played there. Just want to go back and confirm that the pipe back here looks exactly the same. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same kind of pipe, Andrea. You're right to point that out before.
You open that little hatch.
There's like a password.
Oh, right. Is it 5555?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's a password.
It is the number 5 again, which seems significant. Do you remember what state this was in when we first got here?
Wait, I'm bad.
Okay.
But I read something in Hide.
Oh, how'd you do that?
It pops up on that because.
Oh, because you're looking at this chat. No, look at this chat. Don't read. Don't say what you read and hide.
Okay. I'm just.
You're not supposed to look at the Twitch dashboard. You're supposed to look at chatty.
Okay. All right. I'll keep.
Don't let it influence what you said.
No, I did it. I'm being good. Being good.
just going to minimize that so you can't see it. And when you exit, you can always just exit. So we confirm that that pipe is suspicious, and I'm pretty sure that the pipe goes in that direction if we can turn it. I'm going to go try Walter's idea. Let me see if I can leave myself some notes as to how to get back to the starting area. So I can always get back to this wooded zone. 1 second. All right. From wooded area, look for long bridge near minecart to return to start. Walk down steps to area that goes to dinosaur creature, turn to go to shuttle.
Did we already... Can you go to the right? Or did we try the axe? Can we do anything with the axe?
I don't think it's...
Can we do it again just for my... just to amuse me? No.
I think it's just there.
Oh, that was turn. Okay. Alright. Never mind.
I just think it's meant to be flavor. I could see... There's the trap. We could try working with the trap. We still haven't been able to get anything to work with the grinder. I guess this does look like it must be a wood chipper because there's this big pile of wood chips. Yeah, sawdust. I don't know how you load that. And that might also just be flavor. Did this as much as we can. Check the trap again. I'm just curious if it always produces a frog or if like you sometimes get different things. I need to go fix the... No, I haven't pulled.
Oh, caught something.
Something we haven't tried is pulling it up and then not letting it go. That one left differently, didn't it? And it also didn't eat the...
It didn't eat the pellet.
Interesting. Oh, don't close it when we set it down. It's promising because it suggests that different things can happen. All right, so Walter's question is what happens if we have water and we go back around to see the pipe? I'm guessing it's going to be water's going to be gushing out of it. I got to go adjust the main pipe, though, to do that. Because it looks like there was like a puddle of water there, too. Right, so if we go around the back now that this thing is on and there's hot water.
Water boils really fast.
I guess it's not coming out of the pipe. Interesting. Yeah, because there is a puddle there making it look like the water should just be dumping over the side. I'm skipping the cutscene where it slowly boils. Part of it. I guess the fact that I have a shortcut now means I can do stuff with the water in this machine. I'll go ahead and ask Chad another question. Are we right to assume that we don't need to use this building anymore, that the main purpose of the building was to get to that building, or does this building still serve some puzzle purpose? Jack can just answer that. Yes, it still serves some purpose, or yes, we're right that we're done with it. I need to be careful about asking. Is it A or B? And people are like, yes. And I'm like, God, I want to die. That building is done.
Okay,
Thank
cool,
you for
thank
confirming. Appreciate it. So there's wood chipper. Let me actually take a screenshot of this. Because there's only 3 things that it can be.
Screenshot hype.
So there's... I'm just taking notes here that we'll save for next episode. Wood chipper. And then there's no longer relevant building. And then there's bait trap. And then the top right is start screen, but we can't rotate to it for whatever reason. Yeah, thank you for your help. I appreciate it. I don't know if enough time has passed for the trap.
Yay, stream's delay.
I assume it can't be too much time.
Hey, we caught something! It's another frog!
Interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do with the frog.
That was a different
It's a cutscene, right? So, like, you can't click on the frog. Can you click on the thing and close it again? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay.
We've gotten 3 different frog cutscenes.
What if you don't open it?
Like, bring it up and then leave it up without opening it?
Let the frog starve to death.
So we get a frog corpse? I could try that. That's the only other interaction we haven't done. That's kind of brute forcing, but I'm still... I feel like the wood chipper has to do something. I doubt that it's just a... like, oh, this is how the wood gets here and gets wood chipped, right? But I also can't put anything into the minecart, so it's not clear to me. I guess let me confirm that. Like, I don't want to put the book in there. That would... seems like that would be a really bad idea, right?
You don't need the book.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't think it's even an option. I don't think I can, like, click on the book and move it. That would be really, really bad anyway.
I have no idea what to do next.
Yeah, that was kind of our last big area that we didn't have progress on. We've been all over this place. We've learned all the digits. We've taken the bathysphere to every possible location. No, do not.
Okay.
I'll ask for direct help. Hide is sacred. I'm never, ever, 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 ever in a million years supposed to see anything in hide. If you ever see my dashboard open...
You always cover it up?
Yeah, I either cover it up or I minimize it, so tell me to change that. This was the bathysphere before, right? Yeah, which we've already been in and done stuff with, and I don't think there's anything new or exciting. I've taken it to every possible locale that I remember. I might ask chat for help with a... with just a breadcrumb of an area to go that's interesting. I don't need any answers for puzzle solutions, but... let me think how to phrase my question here in a second. I'm going to check the trap one more time, and I'll do, Andrea, your idea of just leaving it up.
I mean, there's really nothing else you can do with that thing besides open it, right?
As far as I can tell, we are getting a different cutscene each time, and there was one time where it didn't eat the bait, and that could have just been like a little flavorful, cute thing, but...
look up? You make it go up again?
I don't think so. I think I can dunk it again, but I don't know why I would want to do that. Right.
Frog looks like shouldn't dry out.
I'll leave it there for a minute since we haven't tried that yet. Okay. Chat. Can we do something productive with the wood chipper right now? Based on the information available to us right now and the interactables we've already discovered, is there something we can do on this screen with the wood chipper? Yes or no? Wish I could turn that up. I really feel like that's... Okay.
All right.
So, is the wood chipper purely a flavor thing, and maybe it exists to help you understand how this pipe works, or does it have some kind of puzzle purpose at any point in the game ever?
I bet it's a puzzle.
You think it's a puzzle eventually?
Mm-hmm.
Like as you can see the fire down here in addition to the little thermometer next to the door. That's cool. Wood chipper's not a puzzle. Okay, thank you.
No.
I'm guessing it's part of the world, but it's also there to like kind of teach you what this pipe does and to give you a direction for the pipe that does nothing.
Okay.
Right, or it shows you that, hey, this powered that thing. I definitely can't change the rotation on that. All right, well, knowing that I can't do anything with the wood chipper, am I done with the... Well, I assume I'm not done with the bait. That has to do something productive. But can I do something with the bait right now before I leave this area, or do I have to come back way later and do something with it?
It's another frog.
Now we're looping cutscenes. I think this was the first one we saw. It was the second one that didn't actually eat the bait, which I think may have just been like a flavor choice. I don't know. I haven't tried sending it down with no bait.
No, you should have it open.
I don't know why that would help, right?
And you can only put one pellet at a time.
Nothing to do with the bait that I have not done already. Okay, thank you. So if that's true, then I think I'm done with this lake for now, right? I keep wanting to think that there's more puzzles for me to engage with here, but I don't think there are, really. I must have to do something somewhere earlier where I'm probably incorrectly assuming that we're done. Yeah, am I done with the lake area? This is a question that I wish I could actually, like, press a button in video games and ask, am I done here for now?
Mm-hmm.
And have it, like, light up green or red or something, like... It's a different kind of question than asking directly for hints on where to go or how to solve a puzzle, but... There's more to do on the lake. Interesting. We should stick to the place that we know we haven't finished, then. There must be some interactable that I'm missing. Let me just look really carefully and make sure there's not somewhere that I have to, like, look up. Wood chipper doesn't do anything. Established this building is done. Done everything that there is to do with the little trap. Potentially it's something to do with this path up here. But I assume that this path is just a way to get me to that door. Bunch of big pipes in the area. Where we popped out of the pipe. The main thing I can think of should always have a frog running. The main thing I can think is that it's something to do with getting this bottom pipe to go. Maybe there's something I can click there that I can't realize I can click. All right, I'll ask another question. Thanks for your patience with me asking these in a weird way. It's trying to get as little information as possible while also not spinning my wheels too much. Does the thing that I can still do something on this lake area. Is that an asset that I've already interacted with? Is it a switch I've already pulled or a button I've already pressed? Or is it an as yet undiscovered interactable object somewhere?
That's a good question.
Sure there's not something else. I really want to be able to turn this up, and I just can't. But you're right that when you look up close, clearly it's below these other ones. And the fact that it lets me look up seems to like reinforce the idea that I want to turn the pipe to go this way. It's something I've already interacted with. That's as far as that goes.
I'm stuck on the frog. Is that just flavor?
We're done. So you said we're done with the boiler building. The wood chipper is flavor only. We're done with the bait, or we've done everything we can do with the bait, I guess is specifically what you said. There's nothing I can do with the bait now that I have not done already. I guess it's a different answer than being done with it. And the only thing that I haven't done then must be...
Did you, I don't know, you said the boiler room is done, because I was going to say you could play with the big, thick pipe.
Yeah, 'cause I think the big pipe is just kind of showing you that this building connects to there. So, like, once we drain the water, we climb through this pipe, and then we exit up on the hill up here. So it's something that...
Maybe being done with the boiler means we've done everything, but I guess...
No, apparently there's still something I have to do here. I want it to be turn this up. I've tried every other thing there. Okay. I feel bad, but I'm going to have to ask for a direct hint. So what thing should I be focusing on of the things to focus on the lake island? What screen should I be on?
Bait, boiler, or wood chipper.
Or something else that I've
handle
forgotten. Yeah. I think it's handle in the middle, but there doesn't seem to be anything else I can change with it. I can look at the fan, but I can't do anything to it.
I mean, maybe not.
Pathway I can see. That's a good hint if you're saying what I think you're saying.
Is there a ladder we just haven't seen? Can you go through the pipe again? Maybe it's something up there.
I think we're completely and utterly done with the pipe building. I can turn it off just to check, but...
Wait, go forward. On the... Go to the thing in the middle of the lake. Go up. Is that a bridge?
Yeah, I think that's where we want to get to. Now, okay. I think perhaps the purpose of the bait thing is to show us that somewhere down below here there is a place where things can live. Like there's something back there, right? Now, because I don't think we're actually supposed to like catch the frog or use the frog. Like I don't get the sense that that's how this game is laid out. So...
Go forward? No, don't go to the ladders. Going forward? No, don't go back. That's back.
Hold on. I even realized I could reclose that door. I don't think that does anything, though.
Is that a pipe?
Yeah, that's how we turned this
That's
machine on in the first place, yeah. I can't go down this, and I can't go this way.
Question.
Yes.
Can you bring the thing up, turn it off, and then open it? I don't know why that would do anything, but it's something we haven't done.
It's true, but I think turning off the water just means that I can't raise and lower.
So you raise it, you don't open it, turn it off, and then open it.
But I just wouldn't be able to lower it again.
No, I know.
I can, sure.
I'm just saying.
I don't think it's going to do anything, but...
Maybe the frog won't be scared away if the fan isn't on. Maybe the frog is afraid of the fan.
Doesn't affect the fan, though.
Oh, fuck. Whatever, try it.
Just to fix whether I can.
Hi.
This is the one where it leaves. It didn't eat the...
Fuck.
Right, and now I can't adjust it because there's no power coming to it.
Never mind.
So, if we're meant to get to this walkway, I assume that it's by traveling through a different pipe. Because we said that the boiler room is complete, that building is done. We have no reason to go into this pipe ever again, if I'm understanding correctly. And also, when I look from elsewhere on the island, I don't see any pipes or anything that seem to lead to that walkway, right? Like, we look up here, there's this little baby pipe, but that just is going to control power in some way. There's nothing else that gets over there that I can see.
Did you get through the bait building somehow?
The bait building seems pretty done, but that's the only thing that makes sense. Because the whole, like, I'm trying to think of it from like a game design perspective. They must have laid out the map in this order somehow.
You can see the bridge there.
Yeah, that it's like through here and to the left or something.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a clickable that I'm missing somewhere here.
They said it was something you've already interacted with.
I can't like ride the bait machine down. Too big for that.
Look up again. God. Is it the fan?
The fan is extremely suspicious. In fact, it's probably the fan. We probably climb up through this pipe, and that pipe probably goes off to the left.
Exactly. Okay.
But how do we turn the pipe off? Or how do we turn the fan off so we can get through there?
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the pipe that we can control.
There are no hidden interactables up here, right? That we're missing?
That is a question.
That is a question, yes. That Chet can answer.
Do you... Okay. I know they said no more boiler room. Is the boiler room powering the fan?
The boiler room, we should just ignore it. We definitely have to climb up into this pipe. I have no idea how to stop the fan, though. This is the most stuck I've felt in this game. Generally, this game, we've usually been able to find something, but... I can turn the boiler off. I don't think it's going to matter. It's been off before. That's why I haven't really been bothering. All right, we have to redirect this. This is a common place to get stuck. Okay. Thank you. It is a bit of a consolation, actually. I might have to give it and ask for a more direct hint. I don't want to be stuck here forever. We're right that we have to climb into this pipe, right? Somehow.
Must become the frog.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Reaching the walkway does not require transit via pipe.
Oh. Okay.
Is there somewhere else we can turn in here that we're not realizing?
We need a flashlight.
I wish I could go down, right? Because this seems to suggest that there's something livable down there. It's hard to get past the idea that it feels very likely that there's some kind of screen transition that we're missing. Or you say we're not missing a button or something.
Something we've already interacted.
Yeah.
Can we climb that thing?
No. That would just get me back to the other side of the
That's true.
mountain there. All right, I think I have to give up. I'm going to need a very direct, like, what do we do?
You gave it turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you never come around. Turn around. That's actually Molly.
Oh, sorry. Stream delay is an Achilles. Can you, like, describe the screen that I need to be on?
I just don't go so fast. Except for turn around.
Just before we exit this building.
Oh, maybe you have to close the door. Was the door hiding, like blocking a path to the right?
I'm gonna potentially trap the...
Oh, the frog?
What?
The door was blocking the path.
Oh my god. I should have thought something like, why can I even open and close this door? It must just be for fun. Thank you for the help. God. Jeez.
It's okay. That... It's almost too simple.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like, oh, just close the door.
I didn't even realize the door was closable from this side.
This pipe connected to this pipe.
Yeah.
Hit the frog.
God damn. Thank you very much. And you're right, like, it's a bummer because I had just clicked on the door to reclose it from the outside, and it's like, it's something you already interacted with. I'm like, well, it's not that. Like,
it can't be the door.
If the wood chipper is just there for flavor, then the door is clearly just there for flavor. Thank you very much for the help. Sorry if you were screaming inside.
Oh.
Wow, this is fancy.
New.
One of them is like golden. There's something below.
Oh, it's
there.
a pipe is powering it. Right? Wasn't there a pipe?
Yeah, I see a big pipe coming in. I don't think we have anything else to do with this machine right now.
I'm trying to think of how they could have made that more clear. Because I'm sure that the testers had the same problem.
Think of the door shut behind you whenever you left, and you had to open the door every time you went back in the bait room.
Yeah.
So it's like door,
Okay,
right?
If the door automatically closed, then maybe, yeah.
When you left, so you'd still have to turn around and open it from the inside, but all right. So this is interesting. We've seen this thing in the distance before. We can't go up this ladder. There is another staircase below here. Having a small light in the hallway that was bleeding out around the door would have helped. They don't want to render every door in both states, so that's a rare exception.
Door not closing option.
Yeah.
Event.
Gotta be something I can do over here already without having to... Okay, so this is now definitely that pipe is relevant, right? The last one that we haven't been able to get to work yet. So I'll go and say, I don't think it's going to let me rotate it when I couldn't rotate it before, but just for shits and giggles here. Yeah, I still can't point it up that way. I have it pointed at bait. Yeah, that's such a mean puzzle. Could make something out from the side, maybe it would be nice. don't think I'm meant to be able to interact with this until I'm able to stop it, right?
Or instead of it being a 90-degree turn, kind of angle it a little more.
Oh, this is different.
What's that?
I don't know, but I can't click on it. I bet it's a thing that I can look in this room from. Like a little porthole or something. Actually, do I have the bait lowered? Let's lower the bait again. Just in case I can see this from the other room, right?
Right, you think the bait is telling you something about below you.
Yeah.
Or a path in the other direction.
It's not in this room that the bait was going to. Increasingly worried that the bait was just kind of a fun little like flavor thing and not an actual puzzle needed to progress.
That's cool.
Oh, it's another. I should have known.
You found it!
I actually clicked that on accident when I was trying to advance, so I can't take credit for that. Hey, this is what I thought.
Okay.
It's an eye opening and closing. Interesting. Trick's so nice they did it twice in a row. It's mean. I stopped the sphere. Although I appreciate this one has conveyance, right? It has this little thing on the wall here that made me go, okay, there must be some way to get back around there. Whereas the first door, like I almost wish the puzzles were in reverse order, not that that would make sense for the geography. But I wish they would have had that to teach me, try closing doors to see if they're blocking something. This is probably conveyed somewhere else.
Well, apparently everyone gets stuck there, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, okay, so we've got a new puzzle here.
Okay.
We're inside the big orb. I got it to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And inside there's this thing where I can set these 5 guys, and I don't think I've seen anything that looks like the answer to this puzzle in any of the screenshots you've taken.
I was going to say that you have the 5 buttons at the very beginning.
There's 5 buttons from the beginning. There's... we've seen... There's the little orbs, little eyeball orbs, where you press them and they flip around and they show you a digit.
Did you press the button?
Yeah, you press it, it just resets if you don't have these in the right spot. So
I see.
we have to figure out where these are supposed to go. So I don't think it corresponds to those digits. I mean, we've only found a few of those digits, and also
maybe it's the numbers that we found.
that's what I was just talking about.
Oh. Sorry, I'm catching up.
It's okay.
I had to get a drink.
I think a lot of when I'm talking, Andrew is just hears wah 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 wah.
I was getting the drink.
No, it was when you sat down.
Was it the other?
No, it was when you sat.
So getting settled. It was like I sat down. I was getting my hands on. You have a girl, moment.
Oh, I can get it to spin again. That's interesting. So why does that matter? I'm just teasing you.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what you missed when you were up before.
Wait.
And when I timed it when it was gold, that's when it stopped.
Oh.
Which I think it's actually somewhat forgiving.
Yeah, because I don't know if you're getting the numbers from that spinning thing.
We can go back in the center again, but... So what I don't know is, do we want this to spin again? Or is stopping it from spinning success, right? I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't be able to set it to spin again. That it would just be like, okay, you solved the puzzle, good job.
Right, but now it's like shit.
Fun.
I mean, it looks like it oscillates between two numbers, right?
I think it literally doesn't let me do it without doing it on the gold anyway. Yeah. Okay. And it's just showing me... It's just showing me the little symbols on the side of it, so... I think I'm probably going to have to... We're going to have to get this answer somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can figure out how many... I think it's 25. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
15, 20.
15. Yeah. So... Let me save really quick, so we haven't done that in a minute. I'll add that to my future Marstead notes, so we have to keep an eye out for something that looks like that might give us the code that we have to put in. And we've got the walkway over here, which actually does take us to this building, which looks exactly the same.
It looks like a sphere with a little, that looks like a little observatory.
Yeah, that looks like the big split sphere from the basement. So that, my guess is that solving that puzzle is going to make this bridge go down so that we can enter, because we can't go in right now, right? But I don't think there's actually any clue to the puzzle solution there. I can't get into this, like, house. There is this, I saw that little wire. Thank the witness.
What did that do?
Did something. Something inside that room, presumably. See where else that cable goes to. It goes around the wall back there somewhere. I think that did something important. I have no idea what. It was making this, like... Real quick. I still haven't found anything with the bait. Oh, it's the fan! Oh, thank goodness. We shut the fan off.
Hey! It was the fan this whole time!
But we had to do something else to get to the fan.
Exactly. Oh, looks like there's more.
While monitoring the situation, the villagers from the scope in my survey room. Sure, one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance of the bay. Ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, I was surprised to see another floating there. Missing object.
The bait thing?
It might be, yeah. Okay, so maybe there's something I can put in there in lieu. Okay, this is another one of these eyeball puzzles. That's the 3. Wait, that's not 3. Let me take a screenshot of it really quick. Oops, sorry. That glyph is, because we got all the glyphs down.
No. I mean, it's kind of...
It's 1. Right. Because I just drew 1 instead of taking a screenshot of it.
Yeah, okay.
Right, because we were figuring out the way that the progression works.
6 minus 5, so yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
6 minus 5, that looks like.
So that's 1. Note. Make sure to save that for next time. Yeah, I think we had to deduce what 2 was, right? Because, yeah, 2 is the little curve on the left side. Exactly. So we know 2 is a little curve on the left. We know 3 is like a greater than or a less than symbol on the left, right? Because you can see that in 8 minus 5.
Yeah.
That would have to be 3. Yeah. We didn't actually get screenshots of every digit. We just deduced what the remaining digits must be.
What the hell's that?
I don't know. It's cool looking. Latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing my most promising books, obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It's frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. For days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of these failed attempts. Refining elements, formulation of inks and papers. Now this has the star symbol on it, so I think this is the bad guy that we're going after. Discontinuing observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Very concerning.
Guess who tried to brute force the constellation puzzle in Myst?
And the original, oh my god, that's like the most anti-brute force puzzle of all
I figured
time.
it out eventually, but I was like, nah, I can do it. I ain't got nothing to do. I can just sit here and click through constellations, and I'm like, wait.
Vacuum.
We're talking about like
breathable atmosphere.
Hey, it's a Class M planet.
Tris and Catherine threw themselves into the void as further evidence that it might be able to travel. It's difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long.
Catherine's his wife.
Yeah.
In case you didn't remember.
Atris is the dad from the first game, right? That we met at the very beginning of this one.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like one of the brothers.
Maintenance on the stem vent caps completed. These are the continued success of the system. D'ni technology. It's ironic that Atris and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. That's probably important. I'm going to take a picture of it.
Screenshot pipe. Screenshot pipe.
My views, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I've begun to wonder whether it was actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine Atris wrote into this age.
This?
I think this is the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah, the 5-pointed star, god, priest, whatever.
I'm there to supervise the construction of the seal, so certainly would have happened. I like that they do stuff like that, like they continually associate this dude with the 5-pointed star. He also mentioned earlier the whole thing about it being ironic that Catherine and Atris effectively helped him, makes it sound like he's opposed to them, right? Perhaps communication. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I'll take another screenshot. Oh, I might lose the game again here. Hold on. Also, if I were able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. Adapt the fire marbles. Cataloging the natural elements of this age for 30 years. I continue to find evidence of the D'ni's preoccupation with 5. So this is, if you hadn't caught it yet, that there's sets of 5s. I think so, yeah. So in this world,
he picked up on the 5 and
the number 5 has a special significance.
made it his thing.
Ancient emblems. Its presence is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts. D'ni designed to see now that the ones that I have imbued with the power of 5 are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and the most structurally sound. Interesting. Oh, this is good. Is this going to give us numbers as well? Okay. Maybe there's multiple paths to get numbers. We got numbers earlier from the little like schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Still attempting to determine how the D'ni color symbology reflects this. Oh wait, can I go back? Although superficially it's based on a 6-color system, I'm convinced that there has to be a deeper connection to 5. I will continue to investigate. Eyeballs. I haven't read any of the novels, no. Does this come out between Myst and Riven? Alright, finally made a breakthrough. I've succeeded in modifying the 5 marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I've linked to a new world. For my purposes, I've designated it my end, so I think we can figure out what digit that is.
8. Yeah, the second one's 8. The first one's 4. Wait, but then there's a 5.
First one's 9. But it would say 98,
98.
which is it doesn't make sense. So I don't know if that's 2 digits. Do you think it is? I think it's a single digit.
I think it's a 2 at the end.
92nd.
92nd, yeah.
Maybe. However, no, because the 3 is like a... Oh, it's an R. That's an R, not an N. It's 90. It's 93rd.
93rd.
93rd. So let me put a note on that in my screenshot.
Get better handwriting.
Yeah. Cursive. You need to learn cursive, kids, because if you want to play Riven, you're going to be screwed. That might even be intentional, that the R is arguably kind of like an N, in case you didn't completely understand the digits. But no, that should be 93rd. By studying it clearly, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle on. I'll build an office and set up my living quarters. Conduct my experiment in safety and without distraction. Proud of my work. Accomplished in 29 years. Outer for work in this world. Goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. Begin construction of a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on 93. Yeah. Just gonna... So that makes me wonder if there's a way for us to indicate 93 on something we've already seen somewhere.
Like maybe the ticks.
The ticks, well, I guess we'll see.
Like 25 plus
24
plus...
Sure.
Like, what are 5 integer...
Because it's saying installment of the domes, yeah.
Get you to 93.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Andrea's a genius.
Work on the central power source. Looking forward to having a civilized mode of transportation. I love how we've been flying through like the puzzles, but if it's like you got to close a door,
right?
like, an hour. Like, what do we do? Oh my god, Riven! This is so crazy. I must become the frog.
I must become the frog.
All right, hold on. I think the number of squares we're seeing here is super critical, right? Mm-hmm. Due to the rebels' continued disturbance, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. Oh my god, answers! Okay, this is so exciting. Screenshotting this, and then we'll figure out what that is. So, all right.
10.
It's more than 10, right?
Oh, it's...
Because the loop on the bottom...
It's 11.
11, yeah, so... 11... Oh, let's make this black so I can actually see it. And then the next one is that 19?
I can't remember. 19, yeah.
Well, 9 has a dash along the center.
Oh, so 9
is 14.
5.
Yeah, we have 4. It's 14. 11, 14. Oh, I don't know if we've seen a V on the bottom before. Maybe we can deduce what it must mean based on the other glyphs.
I mean, unless it's some, like, can you rotate it? Because then you would get one for 8.
I think there's a logic to the digits that we can figure out what the V means, because we've seen that V before for 3. Well, the next one, okay. This guy here is 1, and then... Oh man, this is gnarly.
You're gnarly.
So let's think about it. 10 that's the glyph for 2, right? Except it's on the bottom instead of on the left, right? Mm-hmm. And that gets us 10 by itself. So the next digit that could be on the bottom would be the V on the left side.
Yeah, definitely involves 8.
So I think it could be 20.
You know, is it 0?
Is what 0? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just wondering how many of these digits we don't know, and we don't know 0.
It's true that we don't know 0. I think the third digit is 20. Because this V on the left side, the sharp V, is 3. And the circle on the left side is 2. So if it rotates, if it's like going down counterclockwise to represent moving into a new tens digit, I would see V on the bottom being 20. And then this little like the L shape that we see for 4 on the bottom would be 30, and so on. Now, it's a little... See, I would rather expect that 10 would be... that this would be 20, basically. That this would be 21, the one I'm pointing at on the screen right now. Like, wouldn't that make more sense if that's already 2, if we put it on the bottom, that means that it's the tens place? Because if that's 11, that's kind of weird. But I think when we did the puzzle, we were pretty sure that this was 10. I don't think we just deduced that it was 10. Because remember, it was like there was like this like toy that it would lower a certain number of steps. And it may have just maxed out and we're like, okay, well, that must be 10. But maybe it actually went further than 10 and went all the way to 20. But anyway, I can plus or minus 10 to all of our answers. So I'm going to guess that the third one is 20. Just to have a note down. And now the next glyph...
1 plus...
So that's the 9 glyph, except it's been rotated. Right.
And you think the rotation puts it in the next 10 thingy?
It might. Well, I guess that's not the shape for 9. That's the shape for 4, right?
I mean,
Because 9 is just 5 plus 4.
I don't know.
That's 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's that shape. Is it rotated counterclockwise again? Yes, it is. Now, it happens to be on the top instead of on the bottom. But if that's the 4 rotated, and my current theory is correct, and I think, okay, so if I think this is 11, and I think that this is 14, and I think that this is 20, then this must be 31 on that same logic. And I could increase them all or decrease them all by 10. Oops, if I've got the right idea here.
But because it's 4, I thought it had a 4 in it.
Yeah, so, okay.
I see the one.
Try to follow me here. Like, you see this first one that we're saying is 11? The reason I'm saying that 11 is because we've seen the glyph of this loop on the bottom, and that's just 10.
Yes.
And then that's the glyph for 1. Okay.
Yes.
The loop on the bottom, if the loop is on the left, we've decided that that's 2. Right?
Okay.
So if the loop moves to the bottom and becomes 10...
I see. So you're saying there's 2 digits in one glyph.
Yes. I think that if you take the same starting digit symbols that we already have, and then you move them around the box, it changes the tens digit that it represents. So I think if the 2 is on the bottom, it means 10. Because this is the 3 on the bottom. If the 3 is on the bottom, I think that means 20. The 4, it's not on the bottom, but the 4 has been rotated the same counterclockwise direction. I think that means 30, and plus 1 is 31. And then...
Why isn't it 40? Or is the 4 the 3?
Well, because if 20 is the loop over here, and then if we rotate it, it becomes 10, we have to be behind by 1, right?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
No. But you're probably right.
I want to make... If you don't understand this, then I don't think it's correct. So 2 is definitely this thing in the 7, right? This loop on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If we move it to the bottom, it becomes 10.
Yeah.
So that means that if 3 is this V on the side and we loop it to the bottom,
Yep.
it would have to become 20.
But you add 1.
You have to subtract 1. Because, see, what 5 is so important in their culture that if the idea is we're going to rotate it and that's going to get us to the next digit class, we already do that with 1. 1 gets the line down the dead center gets rotated to the side, and then if it goes down the center, it becomes 5.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10 is represented by a 2 on the bottom, 20 is represented by a 3 on the bottom, 30 is represented by
4 on the bottom?
Yes, right. And then we've got to figure out what this last one is.
So, why isn't a rotated 4 a 40?
Because of what I just described.
Okay.
Because remember, 2 represents 10,
Okay.
not 20.
So this
3
is like
represents 20, not...
14th century is the 1300s.
There you
as
go.
Start counting.
Yeah, that's my theory anyway. I don't know if that's correct. Now this last one is drawn kind of not great, but I assume it's still in the same... I think this is the same glyph as this one, except there's just a 3.
It's a 9 rotated counterclockwise.
Well, that's a 4. Remember, because a 9 is 5 plus 4.
Yeah.
And we don't have the line down the center, so it's just the 4 glyph. So I think that's 33. Well, there's no line down the center. See.
But 8 doesn't have a line down. Oh, you mean horizontal?
Horizontal line, yeah. So I think it's 33. All right, I have a guess. I think it's 11, 14, 20, 33. Or 11, 14, 20, 31, 33. I'm going to go give it a try.
Well, but the numbery thingy only went up to 25. On the dome?
Oh, if you think that this is a dome password?
Yeah, right? Because he said, access system of all the domes. So I'm pretty sure that's the dome password.
Let's go and check the tick marks really quick.
Okay.
To make sure it because it might go up a little bit higher than I realized.
Oh, it's 25, but you can go back and check. Hey, maybe it's 21 and 23, because he said you could take 10 off.
Yeah, I could get it down. The problem is then we would start with 11. We'd have 11, 14. We can't get those down to 1 and 4 because we know what 1 and 4 are supposed to look like. But yeah, I could for the later ones. Oh, that's a cool symbol. I think we've seen that before. That's like the little dagger. We've seen that in a couple places.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing that was being used to dig under the fence earlier. Latest measurements indicate that recent trends continue. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months. Finish writing the...
99? 44th.
99th, yeah. So I'll take a screenshot. That's definitely 99th.
Oh, right. I see the horizontal line.
So this is interesting because now he's printing 2-digit numbers as two digits, 1 through 10. So why are we thinking that these are all double digits? They have too many digits printed on them, so something fucky's going on with the earlier page. Like if we're right that these are 2-digit numbers and this is 11, something's wrong because there should be 2 digits. So we'll have to figure that out. Maybe they're just all rotated. Because I think we can get legitimate digits if we just rotate all of them, like single digits. Maybe that's why they bother to mention the like different numbered ages to give you a hint on that. So to abandon my experiments and the behaviors of the water. Pressing matters. Remarkable properties of the water be caused by a life form that resides in it, a type of bacteria, motile unicellular organism. Causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its aversion to heat sources. Okay, so we were able to boil that water earlier. I don't think that matters to anything yet. Must be, maybe that's why there is a boiler. Catherine fabricated the device before I captured her with an explicit D'ni schematic. Concentrate solely on the writing of ages. Let's continue to work. Seek an avenue to D'ni. Okay. So I think we were kind of off base in trying to work out the dome puzzle numbers there, but I'll go over to the dome. That should help explain things a bit.
Yeah, maybe it'll inspire.
Always 5. It's a lot of eggs. Oh, that was the thing we were just reading about in the book. About the water moving
boiling
on its own, yeah. Because it's trying to get away from the heat source. That's cool.
I don't think that's the correct physical interpretation.
Well, we're in a different universe. No, the water literally retreated to the top of the orb, right?
I know. Well, it has more energy because it's hotter.
But it's not boiling.
Still has more energy. It's like a lava lamp.
Ah, here's the bait trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some frogs that they captured in the bait trap. Can't really make out what that is, but it looks like it's investigating something in the tree stump. What do I want a vice for?
What's the difference between a vice and a clamp? No, seriously.
I don't know.
Why'd you call it a vice? It's a clamp. Look at me, I'm done. I know words on the SAT that no one
Vice?
ever uses.
Right, so we know where we are now. We've found the way into this building, and we have a shortcut, so we don't have to climb through the pipe anymore, so that's nice. Come on, Gehn, just let me keep the door open. Oh, maybe I have to always... The door won't stay open, basically. And now I can just open it. Okay. It is still a shortcut. Good to know. Miniature bathysphere.
It's burnt.
Ruined age book. Spooky.
Oh, there was no message there? Did you click the black rectangle?
Yeah, I did.
And there's no more pages?
No, it doesn't look like it. So we got...
Did that say
clues.
something about powering something to power a book?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they were getting at. But that may have also been burning the book on purpose. This is new. Is this a new shuttle? Because I'd have to find a way to recall the shuttle here. Well, maybe it's just a new stopping point for the existing shuttle, which is also possible. I think there's a code that I can put on the shuttles to control where they go. Whoops, sorry. Let me go back to the orb. Not that orb, the other orb. Alright, so you think it definitely goes up to 25? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, I guess we can just try to get the basic digits correct.
Right now, The thing I will
It's
say
1, 4, yeah.
is that it goes up to 25. So it's probably not just the numbers 1 through 10.
Sure.
Like, right, the number 25 needs to be an option.
Right. I see what you're saying. I mean, I what I do know, what I'm pretty sure I know, is I know the distance between the values here, right? This should be at 11 less. That's 6. That's 11, I think. This one should be 6 less. That should be 3 less. That was not correct. That assumed that the maximum digit was the maximum value from before. So, okay, let's pretend like this goes no higher than 35. So if this was 23, so 25, 24, 23, and this was 21, and this was 10, right? That seems way too much of a jump there, but I guess we'll find out. If the third one's 10, the second one is -6 is here. That felt maybe right. Let me I'm gonna try to share the glyphs here so you can see what where Andrew and I are looking at. 1 second.
Yeah, the thing I don't like about the rotation, and maybe this is a clue. If you rotate 9, or yeah, if you never mind. Ignore my dots.
I think there's something like I think we can be somewhat certain that these probably don't represent 2-digit numbers, but if it's the code to this thing, they have to represent 2-digit numbers because it has to go up to 25. So I don't know why he was recording the age numbers as 2 digits, unless if it was a much larger, like maybe you need to start using 2 digits.
I mean, maybe you just it's some other shorthand.
It's an alternate way of doing it.
Yeah.
So here, let me you guys probably don't need to see the tool that we're working on. I'm just going to make this more opaque so it's easier to see. We talked through this logic last time. Oops. Okay, so this is the code that we have to figure out, and I think we're operating on the assumption that these 5 digits are between the numbers 1 and 25, right? So we know digits. I don't have all of them written down here, but we know a 1 is a vertical line. A 2 isn't printed here. We didn't actually get a screenshot for it, but we know that a 2 is this like curved banded line on the left side, because we know the middle one is 5 and 7 is 5 plus 2, right? We're pretty sure that 3 is the more sharp, like less than symbol on the left side, because that would mean 8 is 3 plus 5. 4 is this kind of like bent upside down L glyph, and then 5 is a horizontal line down the center. And then it starts over the counting after that, because then 6 is 5 plus 1, 7 is 5 plus 2, 8 is 5 plus 3, 9 is 5 plus 4, and this is the one that's confusing now. We thought this was 10, right? We thought that if there was the 2 symbol on the bottom, that meant 10. Now, how that corresponds here is a little confusing. If we're right in that this is 11, maybe the problem is that we're thinking in base 10 and we need to be thinking in base 5.
Oh, Christ.
Oh. I bet that's what it is. So let me start. Which is probably why this one's 14, because if everything is supposed to be 5. So if we're pretty sure this one is 11, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? We're pretty sure this one's 14. I'm just moving you can't see it under the paint.net thing, but I'm just moving them to where they say. I guess let me shrink this in case you guys want to see me entering it slightly wrong. It would be good to know that we're making mistakes here. Okay, if that's 14, the next digit might be 15.
Okay.
Because if we're counting in 5s, right? So that would be here, 15. And then that means that the next digit is 21, which is here. And that the digit after that is 23, which is here.
Well done.
I love this game. Spent an hour opening the lock to fix this shit. Oh, that was so cool. I'm so happy. All right, let me fix this. Let me delete these here. It's 11, 14, 15, and this is 21, and then this is 23. Okay, and do you understand why?
Nope.
So that glyph on the bottom is the glyph for 3, and that rotated glyph there is the glyph for 4. I was on the right track, but I was stuck in base 10 thinking. So if you get into base 5, every time you count to 5, you have to start over, and you keep like moving around the square. So so now we've maxed out complexity. We've gotten 14. This has to be 15 by having a 3 at the bottom. This has to be 20, but then there's a 1 in the middle. Yeah. Fantastic. Wow. That was worth getting stuck on a door for an hour. That was fucking awesome.
Should make that a highlight.
I'm gonna have to put that in the timestamps on YouTube. Like, skip to when someone in chat, when Abdormio helps me out with the door.
Yeah.
Oh, that has a symbol on the front. Hold
Unless you want to watch us stumble around, because I was the one that said it has to be between 1 and 25.
So this book.
I was helpful. Sort of.
No, bounding it to 25 was very helpful. I agree. That value is
40.
That's 9.
98.
98. Yeah, you're right. That's so cool, man. Like,
What does the book do?
can't click on
I
it.
want my cookie. Solve the
I think it needs to be powered, maybe.
Get a cookie.
I talked the whole thing about like the power. That's how we leave. Have the code written down.
11.
Last one's 23. 15, 14.
11.
Alright, so if I press this, I lower the thing, which we don't want to do. Otherwise, I can't use this book at all, right?
Did you, or maybe this was this was way back in the boiler room area where there was like a cable that provided electricity. That turned the fan off. So
True. I think it has to be a really
Like,
extreme power usage.
find another cable.
Let me see if the other dome is open now. No. Yeah, so I wonder, I'm curious if the game expects you to like understand how the digits work, or if we kind of like cheesed it. Well, not cheesed it, but I wonder if there's like other hints that tell you exactly what those digits are, and you know for sure, oh, that's 11, 14, 15, 21, 23. Or if you're supposed to figure it out based on noticing the similarities between them.
So you can write a double-digit number this way,
Mm-hmm.
or the one right after the other. So
I do not
it's
want to know
like
the answer to that at the moment.
two-
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. If you would like to talk about that, type !hide and then your comment, and we won't see it.
Yeah. Now, okay. So we got all that fun progress, and I was hoping that was going to get me to a new area, but it has not. I can come in here. I was hoping that I was going to be able to take like a shuttle here and get a new area. but I also can't use that. I can go back to my original shuttle and see if it's like a legitimate destination. It might just be a shortcut. Like I might just be able to get here from other islands now easily. I don't think we had too many other breadcrumbs that are actionable right now from the book. I'm just gonna like click through it really quick. It could be that they have to print 2 digits once it gets above a certain value. Like it would probably be once it gets above 50.
50, yeah. Yeah. Although wasn't there 44? Maybe I get 4 and 9 mixed up for some reason.
It's because 9 has a 5 and a 4 in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right. We had the little... There's a symbol from the book.
Yeah,
Let me show paint.net again.
Maybe if you go to those buttons in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird that they're writing numbers that way. If those are, in fact, numbers. You know what I mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.
11.
1, 2 is 11. Oh, 9 plus 2.
Yeah. 4.
4. 4. But yeah, 4 in different...
Yeah, why is 4 different?
The fact that there would be 4 printed twice seems kind of important. I could try putting our code in the thing on the very first screen of the game. That's the last thing I can think to try. The one with all the buttons. It is, but it might be right. That would be a comparably anti-brute force puzzle to the constellation puzzle in Myst, right?
You're so happy when you solved that number puzzle.
It was really good. It was really, really fun. I didn't have to ask for help on it. Like, I had to ask for help on finding the fucking door. It's one of these exits from this wooded area. There's like a bridge leading out of here. I always get stuck here. I think it's up this way and then up here, and then there's the bridge. And we go down. We'll go to the dinosaur if we turn right there. Here's our shuttle. So let me see if I'm right, and I can put that same code in on this. Shoot, not here. This thing. So 11. Oh shit! Not a great start.
We'll just push the button; it'll go. Eh.
I don't think there is a button you can press to reset it. Okay. $14. 15.
Oh man, I have to switch CDs. Ooh. Okay.
21.
Thank you for setting the groundwork for games like this. Because this game was quite successful, right? I don't think maybe it was as successful as Myst, but...
That is not the answer, and I probably should have realized once I realized how annoying it was to click all of that, like you were saying before I got here.
No.
It's worth trying.
Oh, you never know. Like, this game...
It's not a dome puzzle, so it probably wasn't going to be right, but... And there's that, this is that symbol, right? This big sword-looking thing.
I know. Little dagger.
The book. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Done stuff in there already. I don't think I have anything new to do there. Can we do anything with the age book that we found from opening the dome? That kind of feels like super important. It seems like there's 2 steps that I have to find a way to power the book now, right? But I don't know if we can do anything there right now with what we've already learned.
So what's the question?
Can we do anything with that book yet?
There you go. This is an okay question to answer. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I assume we found that a little maybe early. And there's still nothing to be done with the bait, right?
Play! It's another frog! Now, okay. They were saying a thing before about, like, fungus or mold or something in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't like heat.
Yeah.
It says it tries to retreat from heat.
Oh, okay, so that was that swirl thing that you were into.
There is a trap here, which is interesting. I guess maybe more generally, is there anything left for us to do on this island for right now, or do we have to go somewhere else? That's so suspicious.
Question to answer.
Really wish I could find a shuttle here. That'd be really great.
It's so weird that, like, at least with me, I really don't like things that aren't base 10, but time is fine. And that's base 12. So it's maybe I just don't work in base 10 on an everyday basis. Haha, bases.
Turn off the fan. We can get this book, but it doesn't do us any good right now. There's nothing else to do in that room as far as I can tell. I think we're done in the lake world right now, unless if there's something I'm missing. Like, we got a bunch of lore, and I was hoping that code was going to help us somewhere else. I don't think we've seen any other, like, orbs or domes to put that code into, which is unfortunate. We're about at time, but I'd really like to leave my future self some, like, some breadcrumbs of where to go. Because unfortunately, I have basically no breadcrumbs as to where to go next. There was the magnifying glass on the stump, so maybe one of these stumps is significant in some way. It may have just been for fun to point out that the stumps are interesting. Missing something on the island. It's not a puzzle or story. Okay, I'll go back. Let me recap. So on the island, we've been inside the dome. We've seen the book that we can't access because it doesn't seem to be powered.
We caught many frogs.
Caught a bunch of frogs. The bait thing seems to just be flavor for later. Boiled the water. We've been...
We found the door path.
Yeah. We've been inside the laboratory. We found the burned book. We haven't been able to cross this yet. Oh, oh, God. Wow. I thought that was going to be it. I'm sad now. I'm sad now.
Make the stairs go. What the hell?
So mean.
Damn you, Riven.
Must have done something. We haven't been able to use the shuttle. There might be like a lever here somewhere that we just missed.
Oh, the lever!
Is the shuttle meant to be usable right now, or is this maybe we come back here from another island later?
Not a lever.
The shuttle is meant to be usable at the moment. Okay.
Oh, lever!
I don't remember if the first shuttle was just there when we first reached that room, or if we had to like do something to activate it. Okay, so we can do something with the shuttle right now before we leave this area. Can I do it from here without having to go back inside the building, just entirely in this outdoor area? 100% get the shuttle. Okay. Oh, I can't do it out here. Okay. I kept trying to redirect water up here before, and that was not doing anything before. This thing? Ah. Might be it.
Looks like shuttle tracks.
No, that's where we just came from. I don't think that was it, because I was pointing at something else. I don't know what that did, actually. Oh, it summoned the shuttle. We've actually seen that button before. That's a similar button to earlier. Thank you for your help, Nemeticist. I will be so happy if this just puts us on a new island, and then we can just say Future Marstead and Andrew.
Explore.
That makes sense.
It's looking like a new island.
I didn't even notice the button before.
Well, this is a great place to stop.
I think so, yeah. Okay, Future, Marstead, and Andrea. This is a brand new island. You're welcome. Read the Riven folder and the Future Marstead Riven text file. There's a bunch of details in there. We also figured out more about the counting system. We figured out that it's base 5, and we've learned to count up to 23, and presumably we haven't seen anything past 25, but...
No, we did.
Well, yeah, we've seen
in the diary.
We've seen the age numbers, which use 2 digits, but I think there's a cutoff point where they start to use 2 digits, which maybe makes things a little confusing. So read all of those screenshots. There's a couple screenshots that refer to specific puzzles. You learned a couple things about the universe, that the bad guy is trying to like he's got like this power source to power books, but it's like super tenuous. They don't have like infinite power. He has to burn through things pretty quickly. We've learned that there's like this liquid on the planet. The water reacts weirdly to heat, and there's like bacterium in it that tries to avoid heat. It hasn't come up in a puzzle solution yet, but I guess keep that in mind. Just look through all those screenshots. There's a couple images, like there's a really suspicious one that I'll put on the screen here for a second. This one that had these like omino blocks of different shapes that have different counts of blocks associated with a wheel that you haven't found yet. So keep that in mind, but good luck. We're all counting on you.
If a door doesn't close on its own, it's probably hiding a secret passageway.
Always close doors and look behind them. Holy shit,
doors.
that was rough. Thanks everybody. Riven will return probably in a few months.